We are back with more Mountain Connections on this Wednesday and looking forward to speaking with Park City High School's Student Body President, Cooper. It's been an interesting year for him as he has led the student body during a unique time. Cooper, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So, I assume you're a senior. How have things been going for you?
It's been interesting. Definitely not the year that we would have hoped to have, but overall it's going all right.
That's good to hear. I don't know if you were always hoping to be student body president, but what an unexpected time. Tell me a little bit about some of the things that you've done and really what you were looking forward to and why you decided to even run during this year.
Yeah, so that's a good question. So last year I was actually the vice president, and I decided I wanted to run for president about halfway through the year before the pandemic actually hit. And then the election was happening pretty much right at the beginning of the pandemic, so we didn't really know what was going to happen or how long it was going to last. And so I kind of just stuck to my plan. And so now this year, I guess mainly the thing that we're trying to do, rather than trying to make students like feel like it's the old normal, we're trying to make them feel comfortable with the new normal. Whether that's just helping them with mental health or providing them with kind of some fun COVID safe events that we can have, like a drive-in movie that we had at the beginning of the year. We're planning a trivia night coming up. So yeah, just stuff like that.
You know, I really admire your approach, Cooper. Instead of trying to make things as they have been in the past, you're meeting students where they are and helping them with their current needs. So specifically, you mentioned a couple of things. What are some other things that you've been able to do this year?
Yeah, so obviously this year has been quite difficult for our teachers. So for our teachers, we were able to get $25 to Hearth and Hill, a restaurant in Kimball Junction, for each and every teacher and faculty member, including like janitors, lunch ladies, everyone, which was super good. And then one of our main things for the students has just been our mental health push. We have little QR codes posted all around the school for different resources. And it ranges from like the Park City Police Department to the Trevor Project, which is more focused on LGBTQ students. And then like even the National Suicide Hotline and everything like that.
And now that things have changed, but just for the next 10 days or so and the student body is remote, is there a way that you can still connect and lead during this time and help get that important information, specifically with mental health issues, to the students at Park City High School?
Yeah, of course. I think now it's more important than ever because when students are locked in their rooms and they can only join their classes for 45 minutes at a time and they don't really get the same social interaction that we're used to, it's really important that we make them feel like they're still part of the student body and like they're still part of a community. So we can reach out to them like via social media. We are always able to push out videos that their teachers can play in class, and really just even texting students individually and just making sure they know that they have a friend that they can always talk to.
And as you look towards the end of the school year with seniors and other things, do you have any plans? I know it's really hard right now to plan anything for the future, but what are some things that you hope to accomplish as student body president and with your student council for the rest of the school year?
Yeah, so we're looking at different ways that we could maybe hold like a senior only prom, outdoors maybe, and like things like, so last year's graduation, they did do one that was outside and very social distance. We're looking at doing something like that again this year. Obviously, ideally we would be able to have everything normal, but that's not the way it's going to be. So we're really just looking at alternative ways that we can kind of finish off our senior year as normal as possible, I guess.
And what are some of your takeaways, Cooper, as student body president, also as a senior? What have you learned from this year that will help you as you go about your future plans?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think one of the big things that I learned is just like never get too comfortable. And I guess I really just learned how to adapt to like crazy changes because obviously none of us expected this. So coming into this school year, none of us really knew what we were doing. We were always just writing event proposals and then they're getting denied by admin because we messed something up. And then now we're just learning new ways to conduct contact tracing. We're figuring out kind of what the admin feels comfortable with, social distancing and mask wearing wise. Um, and so, yeah, I guess us all on student council are just learning how to adapt to our surroundings and kind of go with the flow.
And sometimes seniors, especially seniors that are leading a school and in student council, student government, they like to leave a senior gift, or they think about their legacy and what people will remember about them. Do you think about that, and do you have any ideas concerning that?
Yeah, so that was a topic that we've been talking about recently. We did have a couple ideas floating around, one of which was creating like a sign at the front of Dozier Field, our football stadium, that would just say like, welcome to Dozier Field, gift of class of 2021. And then our only concerns was just student council is very low on funds this year just because we spent most of our funds on the senior gift for last year and we haven't been able to have dances or anything like that, which is where we make most of our money. So yeah, I guess our main concerns would be funding our senior projects.
And anything that you'd like the community to know about the high school, about the student council this year, and anything that we can help you with to help make this a memorable, it will be memorable, but maybe more of a normal year.
Yeah, of course. If you did want to support Park City Student Council, we are a nonprofit and we do take donations via check to Park City Student Council, or if you would just like to buy some of our merchandise, we have it in our student store. And if it is all posted on our website at parkcityminers.us, and then if you did want to buy something, you can just shoot me an email at ctstropel@pcstudents.us.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Cooper, for joining us today. He's the student body president at Park City High School during this unique year. And we hope that while it's not going to be normal, it will be a positive experience. And it sounds like it has been. And I'm really impressed with how the student council and Cooper as student body president is focusing on mental health of the students and meeting them at their needs and helping out the teachers. We'll be back with more right here on Mountain Connections right after this.